Hello everybody, I thought I would do a little Conquest of Elysium 4. I believe I've had a little bit of Conquest of Elysium 3 footage up on my channel for a while now. So the new one just came out here yesterday, and I thought it'd be fun to just take a peek at it. I'm not an expert by any means, but I will certainly share any knowledge I have gained in the last couple of hours playing through the game as we go. Alright, so first of all, preferences, we'll take a peek at that. There's not a whole lot going on here. I do have it set so that when Army Commander is finished, it automatically selects the next one, so I don't have to remember all the different commanders I have floating around the world. Graphics I have set to the highest quality. I'm not really sure what the different qualities actually look like. This game is not going to be winning any awards for its visual design, but it does have a pleasing aesthetic with really nice art. So, with that said, let's start a new game here. And I feel like the starting options are a little sparse. I'd like to see some more options added eventually. For example, the way the neutral enemies, armies, animals, kind of how many there are, and how challenging some of the stuff with sites and cities and the things the random map's going to place, how well guarded those are. Although that being said, a lot of that actually is coming from the time frame. So if we wanted playing the Dark Ages, there's going to be a lot more challenging roaming creatures in the world. Playing the Empire, you're going to have brigands to deal with, but probably not a lot of trolls just roaming around randomly. So that's kind of where some of that comes from too. I'm going to stick it on random. Play on a large map. Common cause is nice so that if one of your allies kind of loses the game, they don't actually lose the game, they keep playing. So you gotta destroy all the teams. But we're not gonna play with allies to start with. I do like being able to see score graphs. It gives you like a nice sense of where you are in relation to the other players while I'm learning the game. And sort of also kind of testing the AI to see how well it's doing. So I'll leave that on for now. And let's go. Alright, here's the players. There's 3 of us so far. I'm going to add a bunch more because it's a large map. 6, 7, 8. That's good. We'll go with 8 players. I don't want to be green again. I'm always green. Player 1 is a green color. So, okay. Now, I can set this to AI. That'd be weird. Difficulty. There's quite a few. Jester is the default difficulty because it's where there's no resource penalties to the AI or resource bonuses to the AI. Butler get 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%, 150%, like it goes up to 500% in Emperor. So you want a big challenge, you want to face off huge armies, you'll want to plan a higher difficulty. For intensive purposes of testing and showing off the game, I'm happy to give the AI a little bit of a buffer while I'm learning how to play, but I'd like to think they don't need it. So we'll see how that goes. Here's where you put your teams, set them up if you like. I won't have any teams. And then here's the class, and you can get information on each class. Like, for example, I've been requested to do the voice of L for this playthrough. The voice of L is an archbishop who is charged with the conversion of Elysium to the proper faith. Alright, I'll let you guys pause and read this. But the gist of it is, I'm going to be recruiting priests. Priests are going to recruit relics. Relics are used to break seals, which can somehow that allows the god L to reinforce my troops. Cardinals can start the crusade. They can also start the Inquisition. I don't know what those are, but that sounds like a thing I want to be able to do. Higher level priests can recruit sacred soldiers, and sacred troops have bless effects, which can be improved by spending relics, which of course means you're not opening seals, but you can still use relics for other effects. So let's just take a look at the game when we get in. I will have everyone else just be random, and I will allow multiple copies of different players. So we might see 2 High Priestess players, or we might see a Warlock and another Warlock. Who knows? Let's go. Boom. Alright, it's going to create the world, and it's going to give me a chance to name my voice of L. We will just name him Scott. And here we go. Okay, there's my guy. I'm right next to creatures from Hades. That's Interesting. Neutral units are this like light gray here. This dark color, if memory serves from a previous game, that's one of the many new realms. There's different unknown planes. I think Hades is one of them. I don't know why there are soul torns here, but I definitely don't want to be fighting these guys. They regenerate. They're immune to sleep, resilient to shock and cold. Well, I mean they're not incredibly powerful. They aren't dead. They can't be broken for morale. They do have a lot of hit points and a little bit of armor. Let's see what I got for my starting troops. Because when you hover your cursor over a tile, the bottom down here tells you what that tile's worth per turn. You'll note I've got a hamlet worth 2, a farm worth 1, and a temple of El worth 2, for a total of 5. Total good income is 4. Well, isn't that confusing? As far as I know, there's no upkeep in the game, so I'm not sure why I'm not quite making what it says I should be making here. 2, 4, 5. I'm not crazy, right? That adds up to 5. Well, okay. So, like I said, there's things about the game I still don't quite understand. Here's my relic income. I get 2 relics. Let's take a look by right-clicking on my army. Here are my army guys. I've got Otis the Bishop. He's just a random character hero who started the game with me. He can conversion and banish. Those are prayer level 1 spells he started with. My own guy is right here. Scott the Archbishop. So I have level 2 magic. Eventually I can go up higher than Archbishop, I believe. And I have level 3 spells. And I can bless, and I get some level 2 spells. Mass Conversion, which is a charm effect. It's going to hit a 9 square burst. That's going to be excellent. And I can banish. I wonder if I can banish those undead guys. That's interesting. What do my troops look like? Halberdiers, Spearmen. Every nation has different types of units that it recruits at the start of the game. Spearmen, swordsmen, archers, just regular humans, basically. Temple guards require a relic, but they have a halberd, and they're blessed. That's the big thing, is blessed troops are going to get a bunch of bonuses as the game goes on. Okay. Well, I got no gold. Can't really do much. Let's transfer units. So right now, like I said, I've got my guy, my main guy, and a second little hero guy, Otis the Bishop. I'm going to bring him with me, and I'm going to bring all of these guys here. That is the Spearmen, and that's Halberdiers. And we're if I do this, I'll walk off of the map, and I will... The Ancient Forest has 2 moose. They're probably guarding the Ancient Forest, which means they probably don't roam. This watchtower has some guys here. Nothing I can really handle right now. Eventually I'd like to take it because watchtowers give you sight. But they're not going to roam either. These guys are guarding the old castle ruin. Again, no reason to go after it right away. What's my special power? Every race has, every faction has rituals. Randomly assigned at the start of the game based on their faction. So I can do break the first seal. Alright? Right-clicking on that gives me some details. Basically, if I break the first seal, I start receiving reinforcements. So I want to save up some relics for that. I can also increase my divine favor. Determines how likely it is the help comes from El after at least one of the seals has been broken. What this help consists of is determined by the number of seals broken. So I want to do both those things. Bolster devotion. Increases the power that units receive from being blessed. And the ceremony of mastery. Takes my archbishop and makes him a cardinal, which is going to give him access to more powerful spells in combat. Alright, so I can't do any of those things right now. I really wonder if I can banish these guys. I wonder how you can tell. Well, you know what? Let's just let's go for it. See what happens. Alright, now I'm going to end the turn. It's going to process all the players' turns, and it's going to show any comments that happened. Okay. I lost. I was slain by horrors. Everyone was defeated. Well, let's watch the fight and see what happened. Apparently my banishment spell does not affect these guys, or I never had a chance to cast it. Alright, we can pause the game here and talk about combat for a moment. Alright, so combat is done less abstractly than previous Conquest of Elysium games. It's a little more like Dominions now, which is a great thing. Units have movement, usually one, sometimes two if they're fast, like mounted or flying. They have to make their way to the enemy. There's an initiative system. Every type of weapon has an initiative value, so anything with initiative 6 all goes off at once. Initiative 7 all goes off at once. These guys here have an initiative of 3 with their stinger, but they can Mind Blast, which is doing 1 to 4 magic damage, and it can paralyze guys. So that's devastatingly powerful, and if I had noticed that those guys were here, you know what part of this is that, yeah, stealth. See, these guys had stealth. I didn't know they were in the fight until I attacked them. So there's one benefit to having people who are, this guy's paralyzed. One benefit to having people who have like enhanced vision in your main army, so you can see stealth units. I don't even know if I'll get to these guys to fight them, but let's just unpause. Oh, also the log over here, you can kind of see what's happening. Next time a spell effect goes off, I'll pause it. Okay, so that's the Mind Blast that's going off. It's hitting my halberdiers, but not affecting them because they're making their magic resistance against being paralyzed. Magic resistance 4 is fairly average for humans. Same with strength and morale. 4 is pretty average. Having an point of morale is kind of nice for these guys. 6 hit points is a pretty good amount for a regular human, again. So the fact that these guys have 15 morale and 8 magic resistance is maybe a little telling that I should have thought this through. Okay, let's just see what happens. It sounds scary. Yeah, these horrors are just destroying us. Oh, this was so foolhardy. Alright, so I was defeated. I can go to that, but the game is over. So, okay. Now, messages. Enter. So we can see the map. We were here in the corner, looks like, and we had... it's a pretty good sized map. It's large. Large maps are pretty good size. We had a player over here. Had a player down here. His starting troops. So, well, let's try it again. And this time I will not do something so silly. Alright, once again, random. I'm not sure if random is a great idea for when you're trying to like feel out how the game works and plays, but it is kind of fun because this is a little bit like a roguelike where you're going to set the game up, you're going to play, and you're going to play as well as you can, and sometimes the random number generators isn't on your side. You're going to get invaded by a bunch of demons or who knows what crazy events might pop up. So you're supposed to just kind of have fun with it, you know, just sort of try it out, learn, experiment, fail, and then, you know, learn from that as you do. So there really needs to be some sort of option to adjust the difficulty level all at once. I think we can all agree. I don't suppose it... Oh, it does. Okay. Well, now I know. If you set the difficulty level for the first couple guys, then the new guys you add on. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, here we go. Okay. Look at this guy. Cool name like Tevix. Alright. Alright, here we go. We got a graveyard where there's a relic guarded by 2 ghouls. Now that means the relic is an income. So we would start getting 3 relic per turn. And once again, you know what? It's early summer. Is it possible that the farm only provides a gold during certain specific seasons? I don't know. Okay. This is this right here is a guy and his knight friend, and they are just roaming. So I kind of feel like I should go and just take them out right away because I worry that they'll walk up here and take my Temple of El from me while I'm, you know, otherwise engaged. Alright, let's do that. Special power looks like the same as before, which probably just means that the Voice of El doesn't have a lot of different starting... I mean, if they didn't have their break the seal, they couldn't really play right. So, all right, let's just go down here. This should mean I mean, listen, mounted guys are pretty tough, granted, but we've got spells on our side. Greater Blessing, Mass Conversion. Maybe we'll convert them. That'd be cool, right? Let's see what happens. Okay. Alright, now, I'm going to talk about damage. The numbers in this game are open-ended, which means... Well, this guy's got a chest wound. Ouch. Which means that a dice roll is made when an attack is struck. For example, the High Lord attacks with broadsword. Broadsword. Not that guy, probably. +1. What was he? He's field-minded. Okay, so the damage gets rolled, and if you roll a maximum, then the damage is rolled again, and if you get a maximum again, it's rolled again. And all these results, with a few caveats, are added together. So the subsequent dice are subtracted by 1, so there's a little bit of math involved there. But the general idea is, you roll maximum damage on a hit, you could do a lot of damage potentially. Now, it's also important to note one of the big strengths to this game, because you may have noticed it's not super pretty, but there's a lot of detail going on here. Every unit in the game, even like this halberdier guy, has slots for equipment, active ability, passive abilities, weapons, some kind of nice flavor text here. Oh, Bishop did cast conversion, but it seems like it got negated. So it's fun to like find magic items and equip your guys. We just got this High Lord on our side because of conversion. It must happen up here. Halberdier is charmed. High Lord is charmed. Nice. Unfortunately, he has a chest wound. His strength is reduced by 1, and his hit points are reduced by 20%. So that's unfortunate, but you know what? He's a free unit. Let's go to that. Alright, now, also I should note by default, battles happen in real time. Not real time. Just, you're notified at the start of the turn, you watch the battle, that's the end of it. I enabled a switch, it's a -B in the when I launched the game. That lets me have the battle reports available to watch whenever I want, which is, I think, much handier. And I highly recommend it for anybody who plays. Alright, now I took care of these roaming guys. There's a moose over here, but I really want to take this guy out and start getting some relics saved up. Alright. I assume I can fight 2 ghouls. They do have a lot of hit points, though, and they're strong. They have ghoul claws. What else can they do? And they're undead, so they're immune to a lot of stuff. But they're banishable. Alright. I just saw that. Banishable. Now I know, I guess. Okay. Oh, he found a magic item. A Crown of Command. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, man. I thought I lost again, but it was actually another Voice of L player. Okay. What is this? Look at this Wraith that had a Wraith sword and can cast spells and was stealthy. Oh, my God. That's super cool. This game is fun. Alright. Well, that... Stop hitting my bishop and stuff. Oh, he killed my bishop. He killed my main guy. See, the problem we're having here is he's ethereal, I believe. Ethereal, which means every time you attack him with physical weapons, non-magical weapons, it's a 75% chance it doesn't do anything to him. And he's got a lot of hit points, so this is going to be this is a lot tougher fight than I had thought it was going to be. See the darker green on those guys? They're scared and they're fleeing. We did win, though. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, now I got this guy, and he's got a Crown of Command, which provides leadership, which grants a morale bonus to all units led by this commander on the battlefield. That's pretty awesome. Morale would have actually helped them guys not run. But it wouldn't have saved my guy. Now, this guy is just a regular bishop. Am I screwed because I lost my starting archbishop? Kind of. It was a fell blow. I'll be honest with you. But I can perform the ceremony of mastery with him and make him an archbishop. And I will be provided opportunities to recruit later other archbishops. All I need to do is save my money, basically. So with that in mind, let's explore a little bit. See if I can find some more villages and some cities. I'd like to get that scout. Let's recruit the scout. As soon as you're randomly offered units, scouts are nice because they have fast movement. I assume. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. But they do have acute senses, so they can. If I had a scout with me, I could have seen that stupid wraith. And they're stealth, which means they're easy to kind of roam around with. So let's recruit a scout. Okay. Yeah, scout. I'm gonna put him in the army. Next turn. Okay, and we're going to transfer units. Oops. I just left all my guys over here because they weren't part of his army. Now the scout's part of his army. Let's go get my guys back. All these guys need to be part of his army, under his command, to get that leadership bonus. And if you look, morale 5. And it's an extra +1 because of the crown of command. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, let's go this way. Boars. We probably could take boars. There's 15 of us here, but yeah. I am at least making an extra relic. That's good. Can I do anything cool with my relics just yet? No, I can't until he becomes an archbishop. I gotta save my money up. Yet there's a magic library, a level 2 library. That's interesting. Once you have a location under your command that's a library, you'll start being offered opportunities randomly to recruit powerful wizards to serve in your army. That will be nice, although they're very expensive and I have no money. So anyway, there's seasons in the game. The seasons, especially winter, makes it difficult to travel, but they also make it difficult. Oh my gosh. Oh, a hill giant. Oh, maybe he won't attack us. Okay. Anyway, I'm making less money because of the currently 0. 1 and 1, that's 2. So my previous theory is now debunked, because if it was having a problem with the season, it would have said currently 0, and it said 4. So I have no idea. Alright, let's see if that giant attacks me. Oh, it didn't. Oh god, I'm going to keep walking right next to it. I was hoping it had gone that way. Oh! Another player has arrived. 17 units here. 1 unexpected hero, plus mostly barbarian warriors and barbarian cavalries. Most barbarian warriors and 3 barbarian bowmen. Oh, this is going to end so poorly when I can't get to my capital in time to stop them from taking it from me. Oh, wow. How close did they start to me? Barbarian units. I've never played as barbarian before. Wow, they have a lot of health. Well, I mean, okay, let's look at their normal units. Yep, extra point of strength and morale, a little more hit points. Not much magic resistance, and they don't have any armor. But they do a lot of damage with their axes. Okay, let's see what happens. I was destroyed. The barbarians overran me. Okay, well, so that's a thing that happened. So, let's just take a look at the map. I'm curious where they started. They must have been right around here, right? Somewhere like that. Purple's right there. Wow. What is this thing? Fire elemental. That's pretty awesome. Man. There are a lot of giants and stuff around here. What's this? Bakemono. That's the Senate. Alright. Okay. Well, there you go. That's how that works. Okay, well, let's maybe just try one more game. Like I said, it's a roguelike in a lot of ways, and it's not designed for you to win every single time you play. That being said, should be winnable most of the time. I mean, how could you possibly know that the barbarian horde's going to come roaring out of the darkness at you after you lose most of your starting troops to a wraith that you didn't notice was in the ruins you attacked? You're not. Okay. Maybe we'll play in Jester this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jester, like I said, no resource bonuses, and part of the problem, honestly, didn't matter. They could have had one barbarian and still beat me because I couldn't get back to my city in time to defend it. And I lost so many of my starting troops, I really couldn't even begin to leave troops behind to defend that place while still exploring. So that was just battle around. All right, let's just do random, see what happens. Creating the world. All right, looks like I'm playing as the Bakemono, which are some I believe Japanese lore themed demons. So Jesse the demon. All right. If you go up to these buttons up here, you got player overview, and you can see who all the other players are if you want. We have a troll king, a priest king, 2 priest kings, senator, a witch, another voice of L. Good luck to that guy. And the Bakemono, me. So let's click on Bakemono and find out that they were slaves of the Oni, who are themselves demons from the netherworld of Bakemono legend. I am probably saying that completely wrong. Let's see. They live in tribal society. Their sorcerers can perform blood sacrifices to summon Oni demons and spirits of the wilderness to their aid. The greater the sacrifice, the greater the chance of the being will serve the Bakemono sorcerer. Okay, so abilities. We collect sacrifices. I think every faction has like a resource, like relics for the voice of L, gems for the illusionist, that sort of thing. It looks like I'm collecting sacrifices. Probably I'm going to guess from villages and stuff like that. Oh, it literally just says from hamlets, villages, and larger settlements. Okay, well, there you go. Sacrifices can be used for magic rituals. Mines and mountain strongholds produce Bakemono warriors automatically. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's take a look at my starting troops. I got Jesse the Bakemono sorcerer, who has Kurudo. That's just one of the dozens and dozens of schools of magic, each with their own spell lists in the game. And he's got, because level 2, he can cast up to level 2 spells. And he's got Fear, Thunderhead, and Plague. Thunderhead is 1 to 12 damage that can stun, and it bursts 6. It takes 2 rounds to cast. Plague, 25 bursts that puts disease on a guy. I don't know what disease does off the top of my head, but as soon as I see it affecting a unit, I can right-click and find out. Or I can look in the manual. Alright, we got some Bakemono bowmen, who have fairly low stats, strength-wise. No armor. They're pretty weak, looks like. They do have a bow, though. They do a couple points of damage with their bow. The initiative is 2. You know, I don't know if you want a low or a high initiative. I think you want a low initiative, so it's kind of nice they attack quickly. Looks like these show guys have little clubs. They're very fodder. 3 hit points and 3 strength. They don't do much damage. These guys are fairly useless, looks like. Spearmen, same story. They're weak. Bakemono troops appear to have low strength and average morale. Nothing fancy. No armor. So with that, what's this guy, though? Oh, he's a general. Look at that guy. 6 strength. Lots of great sword there. It does up to 12 damage. That's a lot. Okay, that's pretty good. So this guy is going to be a frontline dude who's going to come with us in the army. I'm going to double-click on these troops to highlight all the troops of the same type I'm double-clicking on. There's actually a bunch of commands. I think if you hold down a key and click, it'll highlight everything, for example. Okay, so let's... but here's the thing. It's okay for me probably to take my entire army and clear out some of the stuff around me. It's probably not a big deal. Especially this village. Actually, I don't need... There's 2 guys here. So, with that in mind... once I do that, once I clear out some of the area around my starting zone, really don't want to leave my mountain stronghold undefended. If I lose that, like we just saw, I lose the game. So I'm not seeing anything around me that I can easily take. I'm not going to assault this with their ballista and their walls with my starting troops. So let's leave some of these archers behind, and you'll notice I'm right-clicked on the location they're in, and there's no walls here. I was wrong. That was in the transfer unit screen. So I do have walls here, which means I can just leave a handful of archers behind, and they can probably hold it off against most neutral creeps, snakes, or beetles, or whatever might come to investigate and take over my place. Alright, now with those guys there, let's head out. Now if I put my cursor here, you'll see it says in the bottom of the screen there are 5 Bakemono Bowmen here. Also, by the way, let's recruit units and see what we can get. Yeah, that's what I thought. Swordsmen. Yeah, they're all weak. Weak dudes with no abilities, but they're cheap. Most units cost 50 gold, so they are cheap. That's the nice thing about them. And they usually come in groups of like 5, like that, so that's normal. And then also, I forgot to look at their special powers. What can I do with my Jesse the Bakemono Sorcerer? Well, I can Ritual Mastery for 60 sacrifices. That will allow me to learn a new level 2 ritual. Right now I've got Mountain Lair as my level 2. Ritual Grand Mastery will give me a 3rd level ritual, and if I don't already have level 3 sorcery, it will give me level 3 sorcery, which is this right here. Not sorcery, Kurodo, level 3. I'll gain a couple new spells from doing that ritual, and I'll gain a level 3 ritual, which will probably be quite powerful. Of course, I need 480 sacrifices to do that, so that's looking quite a ways ahead. And then this sacrifice level here, okay, I see what's going on here. I can adjust this. I can say, well, I don't have very many souls to sacrifice. Let's try and get a lesser Oni for only 7. There's probably a good chance that won't work. But if I just go with 100%, or whatever, sacrifice level 100, 30, it'll probably work, right? You gotta figure. What's Mountain Lair do? Ritual turns an ordinary mine into a mountain lair where the Pokemon can thrive. Okay, so that's awesome. It would turn like this mine or another mine I find later on into another mountain stronghold. I could recruit more units and all that good stuff. So let's take this guy out because this is worth 1 sacrifice per turn. We gotta start building up our sacrifices. I think we're gonna have this. Wow, that was scary. What is that? Plague? Diseased. Lowered strength will take damage every month until it dies. Regenerating units do not take monthly damage, but have their regenerative powers halved. So, lowered this guy's strength by 3, which is a -1, 4 being a 0. Alright. And we can get another Bakemono for 25 gold, which we actually have. So let's recruit a unit. This guy right here. Oh, look at this guy. Big giant troll guy. Let's grab him. Now he can just sit back there with the bowman, and I feel a little safer about having something to defend my capital city with. Now I've got 24 guys here. I really don't want to take these guys just yet. I'm just keep exploring. Ooh, a magic library. Oh man, there's a lot of guys here, including a sorceress who can cast Silver Arcana level 2 spells. I probably don't want to mess with her. And Alchemist, who also can cast alchemy spells. Yeah, we don't want to fight that for a while. It's not even worth any sacrifices, so. Oh, another general. I can't afford that. Hey, let's look at this and see if it makes sense. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it does. Oh, weird. Okay, again, a guard tower. That's pretty good. I got 3 action points that lets me move across like flat plains like that, one for one. Okay. Of course, it's winter already, so we don't have a lot of. Man, there's a lot of watchtowers around here guarded by. Well, it's not guarded by a lot of stuff. We could probably take this pretty easy without taking too many losses. Our guys are kind of weak though, so I gotta remember that. But let's go for it. All right, so let's see what happens here. Whoa, man, our guys have so few hit points. Oh, thunderstorm. Season guys. A bunch of the wall, that thunderstorm took them out, and that was pretty awesome. All right, so now we got some sight around here, and I can see an old battlefield. I don't want to be fighting those guys. I have a watchtower up here. Might as well head towards it. Geez, there's 8 guys in there, though. Let's just keep exploring. kind of tempted to try and summon an Oni just to have a powerful guy in my army and start the game with and help me clear out some of these places. Oh, there's so many guys around here that are not guarding villages or things that give me sacrifices. Yeah, making a little bit of money. I can get some more guys next turn. 3 die Bokomono archers. How is that any different from regular archers? They're a lot more expensive. Oh wow, look at that. They got longbows and they have more strength and they have a lot of hit points. They're pretty awesome. 3 of them is going to cost me 15 iron and 50 gold. I'm making a little bit of iron because of that mine I started the game with, right here. 1 per turn, but not enough plus the gold thing. And I don't know if they'll be on recruit offer for much longer, so I'm going to probably just miss out on them. But I can grab some more archers for back home. So now I've got 10 Bokomono bowmen and archers. Alright. I should have 18 units over there. That's fine. We'll just keep going in a circle and we'll find some more places. Here we go. An unguarded village worth 2 sacrifices per turn. Perfect. Oh, the Troll King lost. I've noticed a lot of time. Oh, there's a dwarf worker here now. I've noticed a lot of times the AI seems to not leave its starting capital very well protected. Again, consequently, it loses really early in the game a lot until it finally gets a toehold, which is kind of the same way for a player as well, I suppose, if I think about it. Okay, now I'm making a bunch of sacrifices a turn, and I don't see any neutrals just wandering around just yet, but I guess you never know when bandits might strike, so I'm going to leave this unguarded for now. But I'll keep an eye on it because it's worth quite a few sacrifices. What's an Uba? 78 gold. Jeez. Oh, an Uba is a malicious old witch, and she'd have witchery level 1. Oh man, it'd be nice to have some extra magic power backing me up, but 78 gold's a lot. I'm clicking on these troll guys. Let's do that. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. I do like the Bokomono to have kind of neat things to recruit different types of creatures besides just their weak units. That's deceptive at first. May seem like, oh, well, these guys are pretty weak compared to other races, but you know, you play the illusionist, you basically get like humans dressed in leather armor and spears, depending on the age. These guys are getting witches and troll demons. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Now I got enough I can recruit one of those troll guys if there's one here, and there is. So now I got 2 of those guys. I should probably run back and grab a couple of them. Alright. Probably just grab a lot of those guys actually and clear out this castle and get some more gold. And actually set a little crown symbol on the castle. I think that means I can recruit guys from there too. I like the magic library under my control too, but that's fine. All right, let's summon a demon. How's that sound? Sounds pretty good, huh? We'll bump it up a little bit because I can afford to. Boom! Hey, it worked. We controlled them successfully. Let's take a look at our new acquisitions. Transfer units. Do they not come in my army automatically? They probably did. Okay. No, that's not them. Here they are. Ao Oni. Let's see, they're strong. Some extra hit points. Decent magic resistance. They can throw frost, the range of 3. Ugly wild demons with potbellies and unkempt hair. Nice. Alright. Well, look at that. Oh man. All these people we can get some sacrifices from. And gold. There's always that too. Let's take this out here. Oh, they're throwing frost. See? That's cool. His greatsword does a lot of damage when you attack with it like twice. Good lord. Oh yeah. Thunderstorm spells. Okay, well that's going to work out pretty well for me. Okay. Another general. Of course, this general is experienced now because he's killed a couple guys. And every level of experience gives him another point of hit point and alternatingly like strength and morale, and I think magic resistance is at level 4. Let's see. Of course, he's also wounded, you know, so I gotta keep an eye on that. But I think we can probably take these levies on. Okay, and let's just watch this on fast speed. And we can just crush these guys. That thunder spell is pretty good. Look at that, another. Ooh, a town. 3 more sacrifices I can be making. Let's try and take this. Oh man, look at all these little city thing over here. Alright, yeah, he's doing fine. He's actually getting health back even while we're fighting. Alright, 1 captain and 6 swordsmen. This should not be a problem. Not with all the spells and the ice magic I got. Of course, when they get into fights, these guys have no hit points. But we're going to be doing pretty good here, I think. Let's kill these stupid boars before they take over my stupid villages. That's cool. Oh man, the boars are a lot of damage. Alright, and let's take this out and get a bunch of... Oh, look at that. How many troops did I have left after this? Alright. Now, we see another AI player. He doesn't have much, though. It's his Archbishop. We know what that guy is. Let's, excuse me. Let's summon some more... Oh, excellent. We got more of those ice throwers, too. They're already here. Let's take this guy out. Okay. This shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Alright. I'm making 8 sacrifices. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Where's the 8? I must have miscounted. That's fine. 8 per turn is pretty good. Happy with that. Heroes arrived in one of your villages. What is this? Look at this guy. He has an unexpected hero with a greatsword. And fire resistance. Sometimes a farm boy finds his father's old magic sword. Sometimes a farm boy just happens to be incredibly fast and strong. Nice. Well, let's go pick him up. Okay, now we've got 23 units, and I think we can take this. That's what I think. Let's recruit some units. What do we got here that can kind of be... is a general? Another one of these guys. I think that would be nice to get. In case my current one dies. And we're going to... actually, you know what we're going to do? What's this do again? Gives us a new... Okay, it takes 60, but it gives us another level 2. And it'd be nice to have a level 2 to summon some more powerful creatures. So let's save up for that. Oh, I'm out of movement with that guy. Okay. Here we go. And this guy is up. I'm going to put him in sentry mode. Actually, I'm going to transfer control of everything to him. Now I have a little army over here with actually more units than my main army, but tempted to move around and take some of this stuff out. Actually, here, let's go get this castle. Okay, we have 2 battles now. This is the town battle that I'm a little more worried about. Although I do have Thunderbolt spell, so maybe I'll be casting it. There we go. This guy, he's stunned. There. That's right. castle battle go? Wow. That is a lot of damage from that thing. That fired a lot. So this might not have gone as well as I hoped. Should be more worried about this one, I guess. Oh, 50 hit points and 4 armor for that wall. Okay, that's good to know. Armor directly reduces the damage dealt. With a little bit of variance there. Oh, he's got a chest wound now. Just like other guy said, yeah, and every individual unit is tracked with their stats, their experience level, their equipment, if you give them any, if you find any, wounds, all that stuff. Okay, so we did take all these. So let's just get him back up in sentry mode again. And we're actually only one turn away from using the other ability. Let's go kill these boars. I can't. Okay. Alright. I'm at 76 gold. Let's recruit another general? Yeah, they're really powerful. It's nice to have one of those guys. It's a brigand's lair that almost certainly has brigands around it. But if we take it out... Oh. No one's in there. Okay. Crap, I'm out of movement, so I can't use my ritual. Let me see if I can. Okay. Ritual of Mastery. Oh, no action points left. Yeah, you only get 3. Okay. An Uba for 90 gold. Of course, I have no money now. There's a farm there. Let's do this before I forget. Summon greater beings. Look at that. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. Let's end the turn. Ooh, look at that guy. Sneaking up on me over there. Hey. Taking my stuff. Yeah, so are these deer. Stupid deer. Kill him. Get him. That's funny. Okay. I feel like that's a lot of guys. I'm out of action points. Let's see what he does. Alright. Because we're really close to being able to summon some more powerful troops. I'm going to save up in case I get a witch again. Ah, stupid ants. They're actually really tough. 21 armor, or hit points, 2 points of armor, high strength. They do acid spray. They're really tough. I can't have walk around. Pretty good. Okay. One more turn. Oh, you jerk. All right. Let's summon greater beings. Yeah, one guy. And the control failed. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a fight here. We have to fight this thing now. He's a Nushia swamp spirit with witchery level 2. God, that would have been amazing. Ah, shoot. This is all not good. Alright, Enchanted Sleep, Venom, Charm, Sleep. Only only get 3 spells to memorize at her level apparently. So she's doesn't have Venom, which is good because it's up to 20 points of damage, to poison damage. But she can put guys to sleep. So that's. Oh, and charm them too. Kill her quick. Yeah, the last that guy got charmed. Oh man, that sucked. Okay, well, I think this is probably a good stopping point. I think you guys get the idea of how this game works. It's really neat. There's a lot of depth here. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot you can sink your teeth into. And the price is right. It's like $20, $22 right now. The big thing about Illwinter that I've noticed over the years of playing these guys, this small teams games, is that they are huge with free updates. They don't charge for DLC. They're going to be supporting this game for years to come because they did already with Conquest of Elysium 3, which added new factions and all kinds of new stuff. And they listen to fan feedback, and they're really good about that sort of thing. So support these guys. Pick this up. It'll kill whole hours and hours at a time, and it's just really excellent to delve into. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.